Welcome back to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and today we're going to be talking about how to change the transmission fluid on all these different sealed transmissions, whether it's the one like this Mercedes or it's a continuously variable transmission fluid. We're going to show you right now. So we'll let her drain down for a minute and then we'll drop in the pan. Then you have pressure and heat and
normal wear.
Yep, like Steven said, normal wear. Yeah, they're hot as the son of a gun. What does that fluid probably run at? 220 usually?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't like more than 180, but modern cars like to run more than that.
So for every 18 degrees hotter your ATF fluid runs, it oxidizes at twice the rate. So that's why we're putting in the AMSOIL 100% synthetic, because it has a much higher film strength and it can handle double the severe service. So it has to be 4 times better to go double the high heat driving. So this one looks good enough to reuse?
Yeah, these are reusable.
Beautiful. It's what, 10 hours a day, Steve?
Yeah, pretty much.
So why don't you recommend doing the flush usually?
Well, I've seen more often than not, you hook up one of these flush machines to a transmission, and it's usually people that already have problems. Introducing too much new ATF to a transmission that's already problematic, it's just asking for more problems. It's traumatic to the clutches.
Yep.
It just wipes everything clean. And
too quick.
A lot of times the grit that's in the fluid is actually what's holding it together.
So there you go.
That's why you got to do a pan drop. You only want to change about half the fluid at a time to introduce the new fluid to the old fluid, so it can mix and not be as traumatic, especially if you don't take care of your transmission like you're supposed to.
Awesome. So there you go. So if you have an old transmission, you do want to change the fluid, but you don't want to do a flush. You just want to do a pan drop. Pouring in the liquid cherry, perfectly clear, 100% synthetic. So believe it or not, a lot of these ATF fluids are actually synthetic blends. So even though it says full synthetic can actually be 25% synthetic or more. So isn't that crazy, Steven?
Yeah, damn shysters.
I know, they're trying to get your peanuts any way they can. So that's what the good pure stuff looks like. And boy, does it feel good. So the liquid cherry is gonna flow. Alright, so we got her started up, and now Steven's going to cycle through.
Not until it's full of fluid.
Oh, no. Yep.
If it's full and you reverse the drill so you're sucking out, you're going to pull fluid. If it's empty or not full, you're going to pull air.
Ah, I see.
So you see I'm running reverse, and I'm not getting a lot of air bubbles. So it's not quite
roughly
about 4.5 quarts.
About 4.5. So we did 4.5 of 9.5 total quarts. So that's about half the fluid you're changing out in a service. And this can mix with all these specifications. I know a lot of people want to know, so it's not like you're going to hurt anything if you mix this fluid, and it's not going to void your warranty.
Ooh, I like that.
How do those shifts feel, Steve?
Nice and smooth. The torque is unreal.
So this was the fluid right here that we just put in this car. You just saw the different steps that were entailed. Now we're going to take a look with the CVT fluid, and this one went in a Honda. Take a look at this video. Keep holding to the plug. Yep, there she blows. That's it. Now we're gonna let her drain down. Take a look at the towel. Look at that. That's a magnet. And open up the towel. You can see all the dark metallic, which still looks great. So his fluid, we're doing this way before it oxidized, which is what we want. You don't want it to oxidize and burn. Keep going. We're not leaking. See it going down?
How many bottles are we doing?
We're putting in 3.9 quarts until it overflows. So that's the best part about this transmission, is you're not going to hurt anything, because once it overflows, that means it's full.
Ooh, nice and smooth. like smooth.
So is there any difference, would you say?
Just feel like it's got better handling. It's just a lot smoother. It's a nicer ride.
Wow. What about the vibration of the transmission? Does it feel?
It isn't vibrating.
It's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of the difference. A lot of difference.
And would you think that just changing half the fluid would do that?
Well, no, I never knew until now.
It's best to do it at about 30 to 60,000. If you're doing all highway driving, you can do 60, but you got to watch, because once that fluid changes, it's like burning butter. Basically, butter's clear. It's like a little bit of a yellow white. All of a sudden, when it burns, it chars, it gets dark. Once you wreck the fluid, you wreck your transmission. So that's the weakest link on this Honda. So as you can see, they're all pretty similar. They don't have a dipstick. You drain it at one spot, you drop the pan, or some of them are just a drain and fill. It's that easy. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go right on ahead and tap the subscribe button right here. And then you're gonna see this little bell. That's the notification bell. And what that does is it allows this to give you a little ring on your phone when I publish a new video. So when you do that, that will actually give you a notification. That way you can leave a comment on any of my videos within the first 3 hours. And I randomly select people for the end of month giveaway. We give $100 gift cards away, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see you at the last Saturday of the month at the giveaway. And I hope this really helped you out and answered a lot of your questions. If you do have a slow shifting transmission that just doesn't seem like it's as good as it could be because the fluid oxidizes and thickens, you can always try the 100% synthetic AMSOIL. Basically, if you looked at it under a microscope, it looks like this. It's got the perfectly round molecules, doesn't allow carbon backbones to attach to it, thicken, sludge, and well, keeps your transmission shifting much smoother, much faster, lets that trans last longer and stronger. So no matter what transmission you have, AMSOIL actually has it for your vehicle. They have the ATF, they have the dual clutch for dual clutch, fuel efficient, and CVT transmissions. So you saw the video, and if you want, definitely go ahead and tap this little icon here to subscribe. This right here is the other playlist on sealed transmissions, and we'll see you right back here on synthetic oil protection. Cheers to protection, protection, protection.